Hey, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. And I thank you for tuning in. If you're coming in for the first time, I thank you. If you've been consistently supporting me, I thank you as well. But on today's episode, I'm mentioning and I'm talking about what's the one sin that will make you poor? What is the one sin that will make you poor and keep you poor? Something to think about. We have many answers, but you can share your thoughts. What is the one sin that can make you poor? On today's episode with Zaccheus with another live word of the day. This one sin can cause a wedge between you and your spouse. This one sin can make a happy marriage go sour. Just this one sin. And that can be it could be an addiction, and it can just make things go left. This one sin can even ruin your day in life. There's one sin that can destroy and dismantle a good relationship if you're starting off with one. And if you don't nip it in the bud, it can also destroy you. It can also destroy you. This one sin can even once was an enjoyable moment of enjoying time together and enjoying your relationship. Now you find yourself in disarray, you find yourself in arguments, and you just can't go around it because it became it became an addiction for you. And this sin can bring even this, can even bring this, not only just in relationships, but also also your investments. It can destroy your investments. It can it can destroy you in every area in your life if you don't nip it in the butt. And it's very, very subtle. And it can anything that can become an addiction, but this one, it can become a bad habit, and if you don't nip it in the bud, little by little, it can destroy you. And the very sin I'm talking about is gambling. Gambling that can, the Bible don't go particularly and say gambling, but it talks about the love of money. The love of money that can, if you gamble it away, you bet on this and bet on that, then you always playing blackjack. You always have a love and desire to go to the casinos or go to like here in America, the U.S., Atlantic City, or you like going to Vegas to gamble, and it becomes a habit. Or you like betting with your friends. You like betting on games. It can become an addiction, and it can start very subtle, like DraftKings can get very subtle. It can start subtle. Don't When you have an addiction, it doesn't. Most of the time, it don't start off strong. It starts off very subtle. Now, DraftKings is a straight up sports betting, and you just put some money up. Whatever team wins, if you win, your team wins, you get some money. But if your team loses, you owe that money. You lose the money, and DraftKings is a gambling app for sports, strictly sports, NFL, football. Um, so far, I heard of football being involved in it very heavily. So if you're betting on a sports game, let's say like the New York Jets playing or playing the Miami Dolphins or New York or Giants playing the Falcons or the Washington Commanders, you can bet and then you can put your money up. But it starts very subtle like that, very subtle, very very subtle. But and next thing you know, 1 week becomes 2 weeks. When the season football NFL season comes up, then you start doing it every time you get paid. You're putting your money in DraftKings. Oh yes, and lottery tickets. Some people when they get paid, they spend $200 worth of lottery tickets in lottery tickets. Some Americans they just bet, go on lottery, just play lottery. Soon as they get a little money in their hand or a little paycheck in their hand, they go straight and they just a lot of poor people do this. They go and they just go to the grocery store, bodega, and they just play the lottery nonstop. Whether it's $200, $100, play the lottery, and that can make you broke. It's not. It said your chance of winning the lottery, you can get stand on one spot and get struck by lightning 2 times. You better chance of getting struck by lightning twice in one spot than winning the lottery. That's one of the sayings, but that's what people waste their money on, and you become broke. And I'll tell you what's a better investment. A better investment is simply putting your money into a brokerage account. It's more sure than the lottery. More sure than the lottery. Yes, the stocks go up and down. Yes, it does. It does. It goes up and down. It's like in a way, it's like almost like a gamble because if you put your money in, then then it's not guaranteed that it's gonna go up. But it's like everything, it goes up, it goes down. But it's more stabilized than just play. It's more surety. It's more of assurance. That my bag. It's more of assurance, and it's more stabilized than playing the lottery. When you put your money into a brokerage account, your money eventually grows. It grows as a good investment. Yeah, you don't have money to buy a home, or you don't have money to you live in an apartment. You don't have money to buy. At least you could start off with a small amount with a brokerage account. Charles Schwab I use Charles Schwab all the time. It's a very good investment brokerage account. There's Mumu, there's Mumu, and there's few others out there that are pretty good brokerage accounts. You can invest your money and see your money grow. They have something called dividend stocks. Dividend stocks where the money pays you back. Dividend stocks where the money, you put your money in the stock and you can call your brokerage account and you can buy dividend stocks for a small portion of money, not a lot of money. It's better than playing the lottery. You can buy it $50, start off as small as $50, go to $100, buy dividend stocks, and then you get paid, money in your pocket. It's a better investment. It's more of assurance, and at least you have money for the future to take out. But some people play the lottery for years and waste money on that, and they still don't see a return. Some do, some don't. But some that do, because they're not educated financially, they don't know what to do with their money. Like anything else, it would destroy you because you put it first. It would destroy you because it becomes your god, and it becomes idolatry. When you worship money and you gamble it, gamble it, casinos, gamble it anywhere, gamble it with some people that you have no business mixing yourself with. Eventually, you become poor. Eventually, you lose everything. Everything starts crumbling around you. Years ago, as a young lad growing up, one thing my grandfather told me before he passed, he told me, and he kept on repeating that one thing to me over and over and over again. He said, gamblers are losers. Gamblers are losers. He kept on repeating that over and over and over again until, as a young kid, I never left my mind. He just kept on repeating that one thing: gambling is for losers. Gamblers are losers. Let's turn to a scripture. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Now, money is not evil. Money is a tool that we use to get certain places. Money is a tool that we use to help others out. Money is a tool that we have to help ourselves out, to help other, to provide for our family, and to and to be a blessing to those around you. That's what money is used for. But so money is not evil. Is a root of it becomes evil when you use it for evil. For like if you use it to just gamble or use it to scam and scam people, so you can gain for your own gain, and or you gamble your earnings, like your rent money or your mortgage money. You gamble, or you gamble away the very thing that helps your family out. You gamble it away just so you can gain, and lie to them and say that, oh, I'm gaining, but yet you lose. And in some churches, like some Catholic churches, they play bingo. Bingo, maybe once a month, they play bingo in the church. Bingo night, playing bingo. And Jesus particularly spoke about this, about his house of prayer being a house of, he made it into a house of thieves. Jesus particularly talked about this. Let's turn to that scripture. Matthew chapter 21, verses 12 to 13. It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you made it into a den of thieves. So Jesus got angry and he whipped the people selling and buying in the house of the Lord. So bingo playing is not of God, and it should not be in the house of the Lord.
What are your thoughts on sports betting? Gambling is not specifically addressed as a sin in the Bible. However, it does speak against get rich quick schemes. The thing that you want to ask yourself is, who is my God? Is it man or is it money? If you're having trouble with gambling, I wouldn't gamble at all. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even go near a casino if that's you, because gambling can be very addictive. And ultimately, what happens is your worship of money or the pursuit of it winds up having you to lose everything that's in your possession.
That was Bible talk, talking about sports betting, talking about gambling. It can become very addictive, very, very addictive. Like I said, it don't start off strong. A lot of addictions, most of them start off very subtle. And scripture says right here in Hebrews chapter 13, verses 5, keep your life free from the love of money. You see, when you intentions is that to just get rich and live for pleasure, get rich, live for pleasure, fill your pockets up, no matter how you get the money, get rich, die trying. No matter how you get the money, as long as you're rich, as long as you have your money, no matter who you hurt, no matter who you have to step on, you're not free from money. You're bondage to it. But when your intentions is good, and your heart is good, and you're leaning on God, and your intentions, and God sees your heart. Your intentions is to spread the gospel. Your intentions is to help people out. Your intention is to help the next man, help the next sister, help the next brother. Because your life is not just filled with money. You can never get the blessings of God if your mind is thinking about how you're going to scheme the next person, how you're going to scam the next person, how you're going to swindle money out of somebody or step on somebody just to get gain, just to get your pockets full, or you're gambling just for gain. You're gambling, betting and gambling, and hoping that you strike it rich. And how about just lean on the Lord and seek Him and trust Him to open doors for you, instead of just leaning on the world and just leaning on just gambling and betting and scamming. Now, the live word of the day is coming out of Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 10. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This also is vanity. This also is vanity, like what King Solomon said. All is vanity. You can have all the luxuries and the riches of the world. You can have everything what the world possess as successful. But if you don't have Jesus and if you're empty inside, it means nothing. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. And if you like what I shared, smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel, Zaccheus Gospel. I always got more for you. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings.